Hey everyone, it's Bob or Dog Cube Bones. Welcome back to a standard deck tech. What? Standard? That format still exists? Believe it or not, it does. It's actually still the most played format, according to Untapped anyway. Best of one. Best of one standard. So I saw those stats. I'm like, all right, let's revisit it. What's going on in best of one standard right now? It's, obviously nothing out of the ordinary. A lot of mono white, a lot of mono green. Some turns, plenty of mono black, all that stuff. But I was thinking, is standard a solve format? I know the focus has been on alchemy, the focus has been on historic, but is standard truly a solve format? Is there really no more space to innovate? I was thinking about it, I'm like, wait a second. Back in 2022, over the summer, Temur Ramp was really good against mono green and good against mono white, like specifically, and also great against like the random blood on the snow decks. Could that be ported over to standard now and still be good? Tried it out, and the answer seems to be yeah, pretty reasonably. I don't think it's going to be the new meta breaker or anything, but it definitely felt very reasonable from the games that I practiced with. So let's go over the deck super quick. So we have the 2-mana rampers, which are the crux of the deck, obviously. Floor Hedron, which I actually play more often as a land than anything else, but you can play it as a 2, so it counts. And Prosperous Innkeeper, where you only get one shot of mana, but it doesn't matter if it lives or dies. You always have that treasure. And finally, we have a Braid as our interactive piece, which kills most creatures that we care about, and also kills a Seeker's Chariot, which is really nice. We only have one 3-drop with Divide by 0, which is obviously just super good. The card, it's played in best of 3, best of 1, doesn't matter. Card's insane, doesn't need much explanation beyond it. It's just a very good card. What I think makes this deck so good, though, beyond the top end, is actually the 4-drop slot, which is super important for this deck. So Quandrix Cultivator is just so good because it's a big enough body to generally tussle with a lot of creatures while also ramping, which is great. And then we obviously have a Seeker's Chariot. So what a Seeker's Chariot really does for us is that it could be a great blocker against the aggressive decks. Or if you just get to play it like turn 3 against the slower decks or even the aggressive decks, sometimes you just steamroll them. Sometimes the game just ends when you go Floor Hedron, Chariot, load up Chariot, attack, and like do whatever else. It's really good, obviously. This version of the deck plays Battle Frost and Fire because I just see predominantly a lot of creature-based decks. Even against Black Control, it's still quite good because it kills Lolth and the tokens immediately. And then we just really have our top end. Alrund's Epiphany, not a big surprise. We don't play too many because we don't have so many cards that can like cascade advantage. Like a Seeker's Chariot's really the only one. Or Coma as well. But it's really good for just like getting blockers in a pinch, forcing through lethals, stuff like that. Coma, insane against aggro, especially mono green. Pretty much can't lose if you resolve it against mono green. Just you go too wide too fast. And finally, Magma Opus, which is one of my favorite cards in Standard. It just does so many things. It has so many words in its text box. It's just so strong. I love it. I don't know if it's even the best ramp payoff, but it's been really good for me. I think it's very powerful. So let's get into some gameplay. Oh, if it wasn't obvious, I was actually able to fix my camera. It was an exposure issue, funny enough. I was playing some Soul Sisters last night. Best of 1 ranked. Oh, gotta say, the new navigation is not very intuitive. I feel like I can't figure out where a lot of my stuff is most of the time. That's okay. Waiting. So let's get some games in. Hopefully we have some good matches. If we don't, then we'll cut it, and then we'll try to get some more interesting games. Because obviously if I just get rolled, that wouldn't be great. But this deck has been kind enough to me, so hopefully we're not going to get rolled. Let's see, we're on the play. This is a pretty good hand. It is a little clunky, but I think I do keep it regardless. So we start with the Floor Hedron on 1. We probably have to do it again on 2 and miss our 3, which kind of sucks, but okay. Yep, we'll just do it again. No big deal. Not entirely sure what this means. Vampires, I guess? Perchance? Not positive. Or some Rakdos deck. All right, we drew another land. That's great. So I could just hold open Divide by Zero. I just feel like they're not going to have a particularly scary turn 3 play, so I'd rather get the ramp down now. And then we hang out. I think I'm willing to trade with one of those. Well, I am going to have a Quandrix Cultivator next turn. That does just gain me a life for free. So I guess I'll wait. I can wait. Blood Tithe Harvester? Sure. So I guess they are vampires. They just happen to play Champion Guest or something? Not sure. We'll do that. I only have one blue source as it stands, so we'll definitely grab a second one. Gain that life. All right. Got our blue source. I could foretell the Epiphany now. I don't think that makes much sense because next turn I could just go Quandrix into foretell Epiphany. That makes a lot more sense to me. Sure. That is 100% fine with me. Okay, they're doing it again. Once again, I'm going to be able to get another life, so trading now just doesn't make particularly much sense to me. And now they have to choose between a treasure or killing my innkeeper. They killed my innkeeper, so it kind of works out. I sacrificed a point of damage for 1 pip of mana from them, so I think that's a very reasonable trade on my end. Okay. So we drew a land. I could just slam Coma right now. And if they don't have a removal spell instantly, they do get kind of bodied. In the same vein, if I just go Quandrix Cultivator, put down an Epiphany, they might feel forced to try to kill the Cultivator because they can't get through otherwise, really. So maybe that's just better. I like the idea of baiting out removal right now. Or I can even just go Quandrix Cultivator, hold up Divide. That's also pretty good. Maybe that's just the best of all my lines. That seems like the best of all my lines. I think I'm going to do that. I feel like the odds of them having an Infernal Grasp is just pretty high at this point. So, I don't know. Just hanging out seems to be a pretty safe bet. And if they try to go for a big dragon or something, like or a Lolth, then I have the Divide, and then I could slam Coma, and then they have to choose between deploying or getting bodied, pretty much, so. Or deploying or killing and not being able to follow up. So I think this is a pretty good line. I don't think foretelling does too much here. Is that good? It's kind of annoying, I guess. Like, it deals a lot of damage, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I particularly care about that. That is a bit painful, but I don't know. So I go to 10 here. I guess. Playing Burn Down the House in an aggressive deck is definitely interesting. Okay, well, has a lot of Epiphany tokens. So that's what we're going to do. Not that Epiphany is even like that amazing here, but it's just a bunch of blockers for their 1/1s, so that's definitely good enough. And then we follow up with a Coma, and then, like, what do they do, right? You really only ever need one red source in this deck, so I'll just go more blue. And if we draw another land, then we can do Coma and hold up Divide by Zero, and that's just going to be the game right there. Which we didn't, unfortunately, but that's okay. Alternatively, I could just attack with everything again and just have double Divide by Zero open. I guess how do they win from there? Well, then I can't kill him on the next turn anyway, so I think I'll just do this instead. Just a big powerhouse. So we attack, attack, attack. All right. I was wondering if we should swing out or hold back some of them, but I don't know. Doesn't matter too much, it seems. Apologies. All right. That was a pretty good, like, demonstration of what the deck does. You know, you just play early game stuff and then you just start slamming late game threats like it's no one's business. And yeah, like they had a pretty slow start. We were on the play and all that, but not every deck is going to run you over instantly either. So that's what I like about Ramp. Even the aggressive decks, mono white, mono green, they're not always going to have insanely fast starts. Huh. It's a lot of Ramp. It's interesting. I guess I could try it. Another Haunted Ridge, huh? Okay. I think we'll play one Forehead Drawn as a land, and then I think I'll play the second one as a creature, probably. I think we're going to start with the Innkeepers to get some life, though. Let's see. I only need one red source, so I'm just trying to map out my turn just here. This could be blue, this could be blue, this could be red. This could also be green, blue, red. That probably makes more sense. So we'll do that. Kalane on the play, though, could definitely be scary if they have, like, a quick dragon start or something. Because we're not that close to being able to cast our Magma Opuses. All right, this is Jund. Oof. That is a brutal start. Very brutal. We do have Chariot. It might already be too late, though, funny enough. Just because, like, that combination is really, really good. Especially on the play. At least we could stop them from attacking with Alana and Elena. But what do I do after this? Probably have to go Innkeeper into Flora Hedron and see if I can, like, do something. I'm not going to chump yet because it's only going to get bigger. So I might as well take the damage while I can, I guess, in a sense. Also, if they don't have a good follow-up, maybe I can even attack. As insane as that seems. Okay. Drew Rockfall Veil. So, Innkeeper. I don't hate attacking here because they would have to double block. I don't think they can, really, so... But if I attack, then... if I attack, though, then... They just take it and crack back for 1,000,000. That's also not ideal. I probably can't do that. It's probably a little greedy. Alright. I think we just hang out for now. They are stuck on land, technically, but I don't know how much that's going to matter. I'm going to have 5, 6, 7 mana next turn. Not enough to Mopus, unfortunately. We're getting there, but not quite. So, Epiphany would be really good at this point. Okay. So, at this juncture, I think I'm okay with trading for that Trespasser with my Chariot and a Cat. They have a removal spell. I think that's fine. They should not have done that now. They should have let me block, I think. Because now I just have free information. I can just go to 1. Do any of them have trample? None of them have trample. Probably should just do that. All right, let's see. What do we get? Divide? Okay. Divide does something. So I play this as a blue land. We divide there. I could even grab Pest Summoning, but I think I need the lands more, so we're going to do it this way. I have 2 green, 2 blue. Doesn't really matter then. 2 red. I'll grab a green arbitrarily. Did I already play a land for turn? I guess I must have. Okay. No attacks. Oh, I guess we must have. I thought we didn't yet, but... All right, sure. Ouch. Painful. All right, we chump the big one again. So hopefully they don't kill our Flora Hedron so we can Mopus. All right, well, now they just know about it, so that's fine. Doesn't really matter to me. Battle. That does not do anything, unfortunately. Upkeep. I guess I don't need an upkeep stop. I could just wait. We might actually get back into this game. It's not that unreasonable. Oh, I can upkeep stop so they can't play anything. Oh, I should definitely do that. That makes way more sense. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? That does flip, though. That's a shame. 1, 2, 3, I guess. What does that do? Reach creature card? I don't think there are any creature cards. Oh, but maybe there are. Yeah. Submit 2. Submit 2. Okay. I don't love our spot, obviously, but I'm surprised how close this is with how good their hand was. If they do have an Infernal Grasp here, I'm not dead, but it gets real fishy real fast. We drew Coma. All right, hold on a second. Coma with double Innkeeper is really nasty. They do, in fact, have the Grasp, though. Oh, that's scary. All right. All right. All right, we got a chump, obviously. Do I just Coma here? Like, I think that's good. Let's do it. They have to have a third Grasp to really punish me here. And it seems that they don't, so... I might be able to come back into this game. This is not over. You got it. Like, now I have double chumps pretty much perpetually. So they attack with both, and I can just... Sure. Like, they drain me one, but... That's fine. Tap target permanent. That one. I'm definitely not attacking, so I think that's a pretty safe bet. Well, if I draw Epiphany, I guess... Hold on. If I draw Epiphany, I guess I will be attacking, so... I should tap that one. Let's not get too cute. More Mopus? I'm not complaining. Two lands, not what we're looking for, obviously, but... Like, this is looking really bad for them. Let's go! Oh my goodness. This is why we try. This is why we try new stuff. Admit it, we all thought that I was dead when they went Kalane into Elena. I thought I was dead. I did not think I was coming back from that. My opener wasn't even that good. That's the power of Ramp. I know I must have gotten a bit lucky. They did miss their fourth land for a little while, but I'm like, come on. We have time for at least another one, right? Yep. So another thing I'm trying, so I'm hoping this will help it push to 1080p. I realized that OBS was taking up a lot of my resources because I was doing double screen. So if I condense it to a single screen, we might be able to push it to 1080. I'm not positive. I'm really hoping. This hand is not great, but it is definitely not bad either. So I'm going to keep it. I generally don't like keeping without a 2-drop, but we do have a Braid, and we do technically have Mopus. So depending on what they are, I could go pitch Mopus, Asika's Chariot on 3 on the play. As I said in the intro, that's sometimes good enough. Very well could be good enough, depending on what I'm facing. So we'll start with the Rockfall Veil. It's fine. Don't know what that means. All right, we're doing it. This smells like control. Maybe that's a, that could be a Doomscar, and I could be playing right into it, but I don't know. I think this is worthwhile. Because if that's like an Epiphany or something, then I could just roll them before they have a chance to kill me. I don't love the control matchups, obviously, but turn 3 Chariot can cure a lot of Veils. That was a pretty bad draw, obviously, but so be it. Okay. Is that even good? Like, maybe they're hoping I just don't have a... I can't recast it or something? I don't know. Like, they have to Doomscar me now. I guess that's, like, reasonably good at stalling. But if this isn't a Doomscar specifically, they're in pretty big trouble. Okay. I'm going to chunk them this turn, then. Unless they have, like, a Swift Vengeance or something. They could kill my Chariot that way, I guess, too. All right, so one of those almost certainly is a Doomscar. But we'll get our lumps in while we can. I really wish I had a treasure token right now. I would definitely copy the treasure token over just another cat that's almost certainly just going to get wiped away. But not much I can do about that. So they Doomscar and pass. Build their own, sure. Yep. Doomscar. Play another Chariot. That could be a Assault coming as well, I guess. But if it is, right? Keep the old one so I can attack this turn. That is a Assault coming. All right. So be it. Little rough, but... Coma is really good against blue-white. They really don't have a way to beat it. I do have to draw it, obviously, and I don't even have the lands for it yet. But Coma is really good against this deck in general. I could also battle, just to try to get some filtering going. If they just hold up mana, I'll probably just battle, instead of trying to go for the Epiphany. Figured they might be the Epiphany version. Alright, it's really hard to tell what they're playing. Alright, we drew the lands. I do kind of just want to go Epiphany. Force the issue. Because, like, if that is Assault coming, it's not getting much better than it is now. So I might as well try, I think. Test. All right. The issue of playing these spells, obviously, pretty bad against the control decks. But you kind of just hope you can roll them before they can stop you. They were able to stop the Chariot pretty effectively, so. 'Tis what it is. Assuming I'm pretty dead here. But we'll see. If I draw a Coma, you know, you never know. Coma can turn this game around really fast. Mopus too, if I catch them off guard. Oh, there's Mopus. All right, let's get some filtering going. There's no way in hell they counter this, so. Okay. Maybe they're just trying to... I don't know. That doesn't really make much sense to me. Maybe they saw the Comas and now they're trying to stop me from getting there? Perhaps? Beep. Get that free value. Sure. I have plenty of lands, so I guess they looked through my deck. They probably didn't check how many basics I had. Maybe they figured I just didn't play that many. Well, we drew the lands, so I don't know. Unfortunately, they must have seen the Mopus, so they're not going to fall for it. Just, like, not, you know. I'll just keep holding. That was pretty good. Maybe. They're playing so patiently, though. It's going to be hard to sneak this in. Pretty much impossible to sneak this through, probably. But we'll see. Again, if I just draw a Coma, I don't really think they can beat me. They can divide it, of course, but I don't know. Okay. Start forcing the issue again. They have 6 mana. I'll keep this one. Fateful Absence. I might just be okay with that, honestly. I could also just divide my own Chariot. But I do get a clue token. I think I'm okay with that, though. And we hang out. I still have the 2/2/2s, so I don't know. This game is surprisingly not over. Sunset Revelry. So they just get tokens life. That's fine. Do this now. Another Abrade. I could just Abrade one of their 1/1 so they can't chump effectively, and I believe that is the correct play. Or trade, I mean. They could chump if they want, but... Deluge, huh? I could go for Mopus now. Try to get under a Test of Talents. But considering that pause, I do not think that's a likely thing that can happen. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I go for Mopus now, I'm 100% getting countered, so... Could have been a Jawari, I guess, too, hypothetically, but... I don't know. I think I should just play patient. I don't think we're going to have time for another one after this, but that's okay. I like blue-white, but it is a little annoying to play against because the matches just take so long. There must be a Saw coming, I guess. Double Saw coming. Well, I'm going to try. You know, if it's going to work at any point, it's going to work now, so may as well, right? I'm sure it's not going to. I think I'm just going to get tested, but I think I have to attempt, right? Hoping they just got a little greedy this turn and put down both their counter spells. Because if this gets through, it's not like I win or anything, but like I'm in a pretty nice position. Depending on what I draw, of course. Because if I find like a Coma afterwards or Epiphany or something. Ugh. Gross. All right, Coma. Right now? Nope. All right. I think I'm pretty dead, so... Yeah. To avoid this... The worst part about that is that I could have kept going, and that game probably would have lasted 10 more minutes, and there was, like, a chance I could have won, but... Well, I'm not going to make everybody sit here in a game that I'm pretty likely to lose at that point. That's okay. Not a big deal. Let's go back to the deck quickly. Quick wrap up. Push me down. I just realized that background is a bit bright. Apologies for that. Guess my camera issue wasn't completely solved because the exposure is pretty high now, but we're still working on it. But anyway, oh, yep, I put my camera in the right place. Yeah, that's more or less the deck. It does pretty powerful things. We didn't see mono white or mono green, surprisingly. It's all I was facing yesterday when I was trying this out. But I think the deck's quite strong. It's very fun. I love just slamming really expensive spells. you know, harkens me back to kitchen table magic in a way. Mael, my first EDH deck, just playing big idiots until my opponents die. It's great times. So yeah, like if you enjoy this type of strategy, I think this deck is quite good, and you can give it a try. I really like it against mono green. I think it's excellent there. I think it's quite good against mono white as well. So I think it's relatively well positioned. Obviously, it's not amazing against control, but that game was definitely closer than it normally is, because that version of blue white plays like 10 counter spells. So obviously it's pretty hard to win without Coma specifically, but you know, that's sometimes what you're going to run into. So yeah, thanks. I'm good. Thanks everyone for watching. I was having such a good talking day too. Like wasn't really mispronouncing anything. And of course, right at the very end. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know Standard isn't really the talk of the town right now, but it's a fun deck. And Best of One doesn't have too many turns. So if that's what is stopping you from playing Standard, then maybe you could try to pick it up again if Alchemy isn't doing it for you. So anyway, have a great day.